People of Earth, happy Friday. Busy week, busy week. Julian Assange taken into custody. Now the fake news is trying to spin it that it has something to do with the 2016 election, even though there really is zero evidence of that. There is an indictment. Julian Assange, there was an indictment. It was sealed, unsealed this week. And it had to do with the 2010 espionage, I don't even know what the hell you call it, with that transvestite, that transsexual, I don't even know what the hell they're called anymore. The guy who became a woman, Manning. Chelsea Manning now, used to be Bradley Manning, something like that. That's what the actual indictment is for. That's what it says. I mean, should the news be reporting anything other than that? I don't know. I'd like to know where they're getting their information from. If they think it has something to do with the Trump election and the so-called Russian hacking, wait till they find out what happened. I have a strange feeling this whole thing is going to blow up in their faces. And what I mean by that is, my little birdies, the people I follow, not CNN, I watch CNN, or I keep an eye on CNN or MSNBC, but I don't watch them. But the people I watch are under the impression that it could be that he's coming into the United States in the beginning of May. They're going to hold a trial, I think May 2nd, in England for extradition. He'll come to the United States. They'll probably, first thing they do is send him to a hospital, because that guy needs to be looked at. He's been in that embassy 7 years, and he came out of it not looking too good. And I think they're going to have a trial. I think there's going to be discovery. And a lot of shit's going to come out of that. That has nothing to do with what happened in 2010. And you're going to find out that the Russians didn't hack the DNC servers and had nothing to do with Hillary's emails. You're going to find out it had something to do with Seth Rich, and that's why he was murdered. That's what people are saying. Who knows? We shall find out. Like I says, it's offense time for us. We're on the offense. 2 years of defense, the rest is offense. Obama's council under indictment? That's a surprise. Not to me. That's just, I think, the first of many dominoes to fall. What did Comey say that was very, very funny? After Barr telling the whole world, or anybody who was willing to watch the 2.5 hour hearing, that there was spying on the Trump campaign. Now he said, don't know if it was predicated, could have been predicated and made it totally legal, but we all doubt that. We all know it wasn't predicated, or at least it wasn't predicated on actual evidence, which means it was illegal. So what does Comey say when he's asked this on an interview on TV, or I saw it on the video, so I don't know where it was interviewed. I mean, where it was aired originally. But he's sitting down on like a stage, a little platform, talking to a guy, and they bring up what Barr said about spying. And Comey said, I'm not going to get the exact quote, but he said, the FBI and the DOJ, we don't spy. We just get court or judicial, was it judicial or court? Something like that. Basically what he said was, he even said he didn't realize, or he doesn't think electronic surveillance is spying. That's the head of the FBI, or used to be. Didn't think electronic surveillance was spying. How do you spy on somebody? I mean, this isn't a James Bond movie. Yes, they actually tried to infiltrate the Trump campaign with Halper, that's spying. FBI sending in a person to try to get a job in the Trump campaign so they can report back to the FBI, that's spying. But what else is spying? Electronic surveillance, a phone, email, that's spying. We know that happened. But notice how the press is yelling and screaming and ranting and raving. Oh, how could Barr say that without no evidence? Pelosi, Barr shouldn't be saying that. He should walk back his statements without any proof. You don't know what he has, and you don't know what he knows. You've been saying for 2 years there's been Russian collusion with zero evidence and zero proof, but you had no problem doing that. But when the shoe's on the other foot, when it's on the other side of the aisle, all of a sudden you want rock solid proof. Moses got to come down from the mountain with the information on 2 stone tablets for you. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. How people don't see the double-sided, two-faced assery of the Democrats and the news. It's the exact same thing. You watch Democrat politicians and you watch the news. They're spewing the same nonsense. Both of them. Not one Democrat, one Democrat, I forgot her name. Damn, what's her name? But 99% of the Democrats and 99% of the news have the exact same logic, the exact same narrative. If the media is not biased, how could that be? How could that be? Barr is telling you there was spying. Barr is telling you there's no... The Trump and his people had nothing to do with the Russians, even though the Russians tried on numerous occasions. Russians tried to get Trump and his people to play ball. And Trump's people and him said, no, thank you. But that don't mean nothing. That's nothing. We still collusion. There's still collusion. Plain sight. Still hearing the same nonsense. It's ridiculous. Oh, did you see Candace Owens? That was good. She ripped Nadler and that other Chinese guy or Japanese, I don't even know what the hell he is, Lou. She ripped both of them new assholes. Yeah, it's kind of tough when you argue against somebody who has a brain. You're so used to your own people, the dummies. Very refreshing. Very, very refreshing. Between Barr's testimony and Candace Owens, I had a great time watching what normally is something extremely boring. What else is going on? It's just so much. It's so much. But things are going to start to happen. They're happening now, and they're going to continue to happen. Wait and see. We are living in historic times. Just most people don't realize it. This is going to be talked about 100 years from now. Unless we're underwater. AOC and her fucking genius. But if that don't happen, which we pretty much know it ain't, 100 years from now, this is going to be talked about. And things need to be done to ensure this does not happen again. Time will tell. Time will tell who's right, who's wrong, who's on the side of the righteous, and who's on the side of, call them evil, call them whatever the hell you want. But we shall know. We shall know. Enjoy your weekend. Talk to you soon.